Hi, this is Kirk Bennett from IHOPU in Kansas City. I want to talk about meditation in the scripture. Why should we meditate on the Bible? You know, growing up and being a young believer, all that I heard about meditation was typically bad, that meditation was something that was done in the Eastern religions and that it was occultic or something you should never do, and that it was an emptying process. Well, I want to talk a little bit about the difference between biblical meditation and those kinds of meditations. First of all, biblical meditation is about filling yourself with the Word. The Eastern kinds of meditation are about emptying yourself. And this is very different than that. When God brings up meditation in the Bible, which is actually a word in the Bible that God uses with Joshua, in Joshua chapter 1, verse 8, he says to Joshua, "This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate in it day and night." Now, this is the very first instruction that we have in the Bible about what to do with the Bible. Many times when we first are saved and we get a Bible, we're listening for, okay, what do I do with it? I know I should read it, but it doesn't seem to work to read it in order. Well, the Bible, yea, God, says in the Bible to Joshua as the very first instruction, here's what you do. Meditate in it day and night. Now, it's interesting because Joshua is not a priest who's going to have a lifestyle of being in the temple or in the tent all the time meditating. He's not talking about meditating only as focused prayer, but as a way of engaging God all the time. In fact, he says, Joshua, this is how you're going to prosper in life. I have found that you can meditate day and night regardless of what you're doing because it's so simple. You know, we make things so complicated and hard and 12-part teaching series and all of this. The word meditation, the biblical word in the Hebrew language, simply means to mumble over and over again. Now, how easy is that? God makes it so easy. He goes, Joshua, take this book. It's incredibly valuable, but you're not going to understand it necessarily right away. Just mumble it over and over again. I think about the first chapter of the book of Revelation, where it starts out, "Blessed is the one who reads the words that are in this book." You can read the Bible and not even understand it, and you still get a blessing. That's a great way to just begin. Not necessarily you have to in the book of Revelation, but just taking the book and reading it over and over, or even a phrase or a chapter. The scripture says in Hebrews chapter 5 that the book is either milk to you or it's solid food. If it's milk, you're going to swallow it. If it's solid food, you're going to chew it. And that's the perfect picture of meditation. Taking one verse or one chapter or even one phrase out of a verse and just chewing it over and over again. Throughout the scripture, the regular instruction is to meditate day and night. I want to finish with this. Psalm chapter 1, verse 2. This book of Psalms is the favorite book in the entire Bible. If you poll the people who are the people of God, you'll find that they're quoting the Psalms and love the Psalms. It's their go-to book. And I think that's intentional by the Lord. What's interesting about the book is the Psalms are all songs. They're meant to be sung, not just spoken, and they're so simple to just take little phrases and sing over and over again. Psalm 1, verse 2, David says this. He says, "Blessed is the one who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, or stand in the path of sinners, or sits in the seat of scoffers, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. And in this law he meditates day and night." Get into it. It's what the book says to do with the book. And as you begin to do it, you'll find it so easy, and your life will be full of encounters, interchanges with God all day and every day. God bless you, and I want to encourage you, dive into meditation.